them both at the same time.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby. Oops, I missed a phone call from my brother, it says. Oh, well. Live Mojo. No, I want Peach, please. Frank, ain't you? That's us. Changing page, changing the page. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Me, please, so I can share. Ooh, hiccups. Thank you, it's me. Ain't You a Peach? All shows archived August 9th, 20. Ooh. Ain't You a Peach? Ain't You a Peach? Is this us now? Just now. Part sick. Sick is 5.
Uh-huh.
Is this shares? There's the expand button. Yay. Muted. Muted. Sharesy. Hello, world. Hi. Hey, Linda. Hey, sweetie. My 2 favorite peaches. No, you got a peach and you got the pit. we have 1 peach here and at least a pit. I'll qualify for that one. We be livid. How's your day been going, darling? I hope it's been well. Okay, we are live on that one. Hi, Linda. Oh, I guess I should type that so you know I'm talking to you. And happy Saturday. And over to the books of Tubes of You. Peach, 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 peach. Reload. Dark Magneto was in the show last week. Reload. Peach in a quart. No, I'm a quart low. Hey, there's a live. Quick, chick, flick, however you do it. Loading, loading, loading. Get that page a loading. Hey, there we are. Okay, muted. Sharesy saved. Shine, quiet. Hello, room. Hello, roomy. Of course, there's nobody there yet, but hi. That's over on the Tubes of You. Back over in the Books of Face. Hi, Linda. We need to get Ain't You a Peach shirts to everybody. Make some so everybody can get them. Just feel free to send me money. We'll send you a shirt. Don't you like that? Ain't You a Peach?
Yeah.
I think it's.
I need to get me one made. I keep forgetting.
Oh, that one did show up when I lifted me up on the.
I got a new shirt today, by the way.
Did you?
I'll show you.
Okay.
After I get through.
Thinking our dues, yeah, because it's about close to musica. I made me a mojito without the mint.
Mojito.
Without the mint, so it's basically lime, tequila, and club soda, sweet syrup, good stuff.
Kill me.
I like it, but hey, what do I know?
Okay.
I think I used a little too much.
Hang on.
Room.
Oh, okay, here is my new shirt.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me go to bigger screen for you. I stand for the flag. I kneel for the cross. Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. And the boobs aren't bad either.
You like it?
Yeah. I'm guessing you missed my last comment, huh?
I had to pull my headphones out. I couldn't stand.
Oh, okay. I'm safe then. It doesn't bear repeating. I'm safe.
Must have been bad, huh?
No, I was complimentary.
Ah.
Linda
Must have
likes
been about
the shirt
the boobs too. Then.
What boobs? What? Who said something about boobs? Me? Would I say that? Would I say you had nice boobs? Now that's something that sounds like, yeah, it sounds like something I would say. Guilty. All right, top of the hour. Music there, baby.
Okay, here comes the music. You ready?
Always.
Hope everybody had a good Passover.
Happy pre-hoppy day.
Yes. Everybody have a great Easter tomorrow. Hiding those eggs. Oh.
Now that could really, that one almost, yeah. I always love that commercial, the incredible edible egg. It always brought something else totally to mind other than that white calcium thing that they were breaking into a skillet.
What about the where they use the egg to show you on drugs though?
It needs a little bit of more butter and some pepper and garlic on there. A couple of tortillas to put it in when you get done.
Yeah, there you go.
I like the one better where they would start that and then they would pick the skillet up and just beat the bejeebies out of the kitchen. It's like, no, dude, that's what you do on drugs. And I love that. So,
there you go. Exactly. When you're on drugs, you start beating things.
And it was really funny. At one point, I missed it on that one. Sorry. One of the PSAs was, for like kids, don't do drugs after school. And they showed the clock and I bet you a nickel you won't know what time the clock had on it.
What time?
4:20. And it was in the anti-party PSA, and it's like you're looking at this clock, it's got 4:20.
But wouldn't you prefer your kids to do drugs after school as opposed to during school?
Well, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I've heard of people saying they had, smoking lounges at school and shit. It's like,
we did. We had a smoking area. We sit out there and smoke while we were at school. I mean, seriously, I probably slept through most of my classes.
Oh, yeah, I know I did that. I used to steal my mom's.
And yet I still know more than these libtards.
Oh, that's true, too. I mean, hell, I couldn't pour piss out of a boot. I'm so dumb. But, yeah. Yeah, my parents used to be big wine drinkers, and they would buy this Crowberry by the gallon. It's really a cheap-ass wine. And they would pour it in a pitcher in the refrigerator. So I'd take like 3 of my mom's 5 milligram Valiums and then just chug as much of that juice as I could on my way out the door to school. About halfway through first period, everything would kick in. Yeah.
I don't know how you functioned. I had a friend at school one time.
Okay.
She had a friend of mine had her wisdom teeth taken out.
Ouch.
Well, the medicine that they gave her for pain, I could not tell you the name of it or whatnot. But she brought them to school with her because she came back to school and stuff, still had a bunch of them left. And was like, here, take one of these. Oh, my God. I was out for like 2 days. I literally had to go home. I can't even hold my head up.
That's bad. I did that one time. And to this day, like a lot of people go, oh, well, man, I like taking lower tabs. No, I can't try and take pain pills to catch a buzz.
It's funny though. Lortab and Percocet.
And I was sick. Oh, God.
Well, Lortab and Percocet.
Like 3 days.
Literally wake me up. I see people all the time that take a Lortab or a Percocet and it knocks them out. Me, right. it's up for me.
Huh.
It's crazy.
I've never been a big pill head. I mean, I'll take a Valium and that's about it.
I would prefer to try my, homeopathic stuff as opposed to, I'll try them first, and if they don't work, then I gradually work into like the, Advil or something like that. But I have in my drawer in my bedroom, I have from these are, I think, from the year before last when Dylan had his wisdom teeth removed. 2 years. And I still have them in there. That's how little I take them. Because he doesn't take them. Right. He doesn't take anything. So I put them in there because I occasionally get a really bad migraine. And at that point, I'll have to take something.
Right.
I still have pills in that bottle. I
Oh,
mean,
I
that's
don't
how
doubt it.
little. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big. I talked my VA doc into hooking me up with uh 10 10 milligrams Valium, and I still have 8 of them left, and that's been like 3 years ago.
I don't know. For
I just
me,
need,
it's
I have them in case I need it, and I mean, it's like not something. I'm just, you know, a smoker. I am. I'm guilty as charged. I smoke all the time, but it doesn't,
well, I do that now to sleep.
Right.
If I was to smoke it during the day, I wouldn't be able to function. I take it
Well,
to make myself finally go into some sort of sleep.
Right.
But yeah, for me, it's really weird. It's like even what's the stuff? The melatonin.
Right.
I would take that, and the next day I would wake up and just feel hungover. It's really
See,
weird.
that's not good. Yeah, see, that's not good. Linda says, I could retire if I sold all the pain pills I have. Yeah, I hear you. I'm not a big pill fan. I'm a
Yeah.
big time smoker, but I don't just lie on the couch. I mow my lawns. I do shows. I prep. I this, I that. Look how fat I am. I cook, you know,
I will
anything
take
but
a
veg.
pill if it's required. I have to take 2 aspirin a day. That's for my heart.
Right.
Um,
It's just so it doesn't break.
outside of that, for pain and stuff, number one is redheads have a higher pain tolerance. So
Higher tolerance of pain. My sister and
yeah,
the
it's like I'm in
everybody I
pain
know.
all the time, but it's not. I don't take anything for it. I'm one of those that if I'm fixing to be in tears, okay, I'll break down and I'll take something. But outside of
Right.
that, I work through it. I just don't like
Well,
them.
you
I
guys are
have
better at that.
oils
Think
though.
about it.
I use
See,
essential
I'm the
oils.
typical male. When I am sick and hurting, I'm like a 3-year-old. Well, I mean, I can't
But
blow my
that's a
own nose and
man
wipe my own
thing. I
ass.
mean, come on, you get the
But
sniffles and it's like
I'm, I'm sick. I'm dying. Let the world end. Yeah, guilty. I'm guilty. I mean, I can blow my own
and
nose
get
and I
this.
can wipe my own ass. Other
All
than
these
that, no,
men
it's
want to
over.
have babies now. I'm like, yeah, they
Shit.
couldn't handle the damn pain.
Talk about the end of civilization. Ain't happening. The first week of getting up every morning and puking, fuck it, this is done. Oops, phone check. Sorry. See, Linda says a
Yeah.
man called yes. But I mean, the thing is, I don't normally get sick, so I'm not, that invalid on the couch going, "Oh, mommy, please." So
I have year
that
round
I'm at least thankful
allergies.
for.
That's
Oh,
probably my sickness. I mean, literally. Like I said, I'll take oils. I'll deal with it with oils and stuff. Dylan, he doesn't even, other than an occasional headache, Dylan doesn't ever get sick. I mean,
right. Now I'll go through a roll of paper towels in less than a week because every morning I get up, my damn nose runs like a friggin' freight train, but it's just because of the pollens and dusts in the air.
that's me.
So I blow my nose for about 15 minutes in the morning and go through about 27 paper towels. It seems
Oh
like.
God, I'm sneezing all day long. I mean, I wake up in the morning and I can't breathe because I have all this from sleeping. So I have to get up and
Right.
clean, and all that, and then I'm fine the rest of the day, other than the occasional sneezing fits. And by sneezing
Right.
fits,
And they're
I'm one of
generally
those
in threes, right?
I'm a 5 or 6 time in a row sneezer.
Oh, you sneeze 6 or 7. Okay, see, I sneeze like 3 really good, earth-shattering, shake the,
I get
put a
those ones
margarita
where
in
I
your
can't
hand, and
even
by the time I
breathe.
sneeze, it's done.
I can't even breathe, and finally I get so mad I just scream out some obscene word, and my roommate laughs at me. I won't say that word, but yeah, I'll be and the dogs will
Oh
either
my
be looking at
goodness.
me crazy, and then I'll just scream.
Goodness.
I hate sneezing.
Oh yeah, it just happens. Hey, should I do my thingy?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, baby. Good evening, my fellow. Ain't you peachers? Happy blast off day, or countdown day, if you will. Look at the date. 4, 3, 2, 1. It's the 93rd day with 272 still to go in 2021. I can't hear it. Today is National Find a Rainbow Day. Yay, leprechauns, we always find a crock of gold at the end of the rainbow, right? That challenges us to look to the sky and find a colorful ray of hope cast across it, a spectrum of light in the form of a multicolored arc appearing in the sky, and is caused by both a reflection and a refraction of the light in the water droplets in Earth's atmosphere. These rainbows always appear directly opposite of the sun. That's something I never paid attention to before. So anytime you see a rainbow, it's 180 from the sunshine. The light is refracted, bent, when it enters the droplet of water. Then it's reflected inside and back out the droplet and refracted again when leaving it. Red is a color that is visible on the outer part of the rainbow, and violet on the inside of the rainbow. Many forms of airborne water can cause rainbows, including rain, mist, spray, and dew. Not mountain, but what can I say? Hey, Timmy, it's also a National Love Our Children's Day that focuses on raising awareness on child abuse. Beat them little heathens. This day honors all children and encourages us to develop loving, respectful relationships with our children. And child abuse and neglect affects an estimated 700,000 children each year in the United States. Wow, that's little heathens being whooped. Prevention of child abuse is vital to the mental and physical health of every child. Well, yeah, otherwise they grow up well twisted and abused. I mean, look at me. I'm out there in left field. Any abuse they experience carries a lifelong consequences and impacts their quality of life as adults. The day focuses on the prevention of child abuse and violence against children. It also is a day to bring awareness, resources, and support tools to communities. Okay, it's National Handmade Day. No, not make. Yeah, anyway, that recognizes all those who put forth their creative talents into gifts, warming the heart and leaving us awed.
That's
Whether
not
it's a
handmade
baked
day
goods,
like back in the early English times, and it's not handmade in another way.
exactly. It's not hand whooped, it's handmade. Like baked goods, beauty products, woodcraft, quilts, toys, not battery operated, I presume, or artwork. Those who create handmade gifts do so with an eye towards craftsmanship,
Not a hand.
unless they're really crummy workers. Some carry on traditions from one generation to the next. Which corner is yours? And others transfer skills learned in a trade. Which corner? And making it an art form. Hey, that means she can bend out. Never mind. From artisans to craftsmen, tinkers, and those with electric style who create beautiful, functional works of art and sculpturous delights. Each share a bit of their own passion. For everyone who has ever received a handmade gift, we delight in these one-of-a-kind treasures. We savor baked goods, bath and skin products, and we can't wait for more. Poetry. Oh, pottery, sorry. Pottery, jewelry, and other designs become heirlooms handed
Poetry's kind of
down from
handmade.
one generation. Yeah, it is. From one generation to the next, gathering history. So they say wherever they go. That's bad. It's a National Film Score Day. Wow, that's a mouthful. The musical masterpieces called film scores, and more specifically, the very talented composers who create them. As a matter of fact, I have a cousin who does that. out in Hollywood. He makes, musical scores. I don't know which movies he's done, but supposedly a bunch. Let's see, musical accompaniment to the film you are watching. No, that's Jamie and I. It's like we only have a bell. That's the extent of our musical films. It's called the film score. Music heightens emotion. It also sharpens our senses and focuses our attention. Without a doubt, the film score is the fiery soul of a film. Throughout film history, we quickly recognize our favorite movies merely by a few notes of the film's orchestral backdrop. Perennial classics and modern day blockbusters call to us when we hear the film score we love the most. Despite years or decades, those chords often ignite a rush of memories. It's also World Party Day. No, not Third World, not World Order, but World Party. That encourages a coordinated effort of joyful human celebration around the globe. The world gathers to celebrate for many reasons. Forming a party often includes food, beverage, music, games, hookers, blow, and other festivities. In other modern world, parties can also be virtual. In other words, I won't touch you and you won't touch me, but we'll pretend we did it together. We don't always have to gather in the same location to celebrate a specific event or day. And technology brings us together through video, just like Jamie and I are right now. The internet allowing us to connect a long distance and celebrate all our favorite ways. It's also National Tweed Day, originally produced in Scotland. And no, I can't do a Scottish accent. I wish I could. I hear Sean Connery in my head, but I can't get him out past my tonsils. Not right, did it? And the durable textile was initially hand woven. There we go with the hands again. While the rough woolen cloth is sturdy, it's also known for being lightweight. The traditional earthy colors blend well with the Scottish landscape. Different families of tweed fall into various categories and styles. The estate the tweed represents, the sheep from which the fabric is woven, the pattern, all determine the particular kind of tweed it becomes. Famous characters who wore tweed include Sherlock Holmes, James Bond, James Shaken Mustard, Professor Henry Jones, aka Indiana Jones. Now here's one everybody can get behind, or in front of at least. It's National Chocolate Mousse Day. That recognizes the decadent dessert that gained popularity in France in the 1800s. Mousse is prepared by beating eggs or cream or both to a frothy, airy consistency and then folding the ingredients together to create a light, creamy delight. The words mousse and chocolate are derived from the French language, so it isn't difficult to believe French is where to begin looking for the beginnings in this versatile creation. While we have no exact point in time when this might have been, we do know chocolate was introduced to the French around the year 1615, and they fell in love. Every 60 seconds in Africa, a minute passes. Hey, I don't write them. I just read them. That one was terrible. That one was really, really, really terrible.
Okay, so as everybody knows, we didn't get to complete, and I don't know that we'll complete it today either. Our laws and rules and bans.
Oh God, I know, and we haven't been adding more pages. Normally, when Jamie and I would do a story, do a show, we'd each do, we'd pull up 4 pages of stories, we'd read our little 4 stories, and we'd truck on. This law thing, and we'd get through a half a page a piece, and the show's over. So we're up to, I think, part 5 tonight. Is that right?
Yep.
Darling? We're on 5.
Part 5.
God, bust my ears. And let there be silence. Say what you will, I can't hear diddly squat. Hang on. Who, huh? Where?
Part
no,
5.
Not a hoo-ha. My ears fell off. Linda says we started the party last night with rum balls. Ooh.
I know.
Was it heated or did they shrivel up when you poured the rum on them? And then isn't that a fire hazard?
Well, I always heard that alcohol makes it shrivel.
Ooh. Well, I don't think anything we get near with flames is a good idea.
Okay, so to start this thing off, I got a few things that they're banned in America, but they're not. But they're not guns.
Uh-oh.
Can you
this
not?
Ought to be good.
All right, can you not hear?
Mm-hmm. No, I hear you fine.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I feel like a liberal wrote this, but okay. So the first thing, this was my first cue that a liberal wrote it is books printed before 1985.
Wait a minute, what? Hey,
yeah.
Mikey.
Yeah. And it's actually in the UK. The title is misleading. It says in America, but it's saying the UK. But yeah, books that were written before 1985 or printed before 1985 are banned in the UK.
So that would be books before 85 are banned. So Charles Dickens is an illegal author in the United Kingdom. Did I
Makes no
understand that
sense
right?
to me.
No, I'm contemplating. I mean, I'm understanding that right.
That's what it says. A ban in the UK which prohibits people from selling. Well, they're banned in the sense of you can't sell them. If the book is more than 32 years old, they're not allowed to sell them. But it has to do with the ink. Because the ink...
it had lead or something in it before?
Yes.
Okay.
So...
But you're not supposed to lick books, so it shouldn't matter.
I agree. Okay, the next one on the list is brie. You know that cheese? It's like a creamy kind of cheese. I never knew this. I really never knew this, but apparently it's illegal. It's been illegal in the United States since 2004 because brie isn't aged like normal cheese is, which is why I guess it's so creamy. So any cheese aged under 60 days, imported or sold in the United States, it has to be made with pasteurized milk, and you can't make brie with pasteurized milk.
Okay.
Yeah, other cheeses are fine because they actually use pasteurized milk, but brie can't be made if you use pasteurized. It has something to do with the bacteria.
Okay. I guess maybe I can understand that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, so this one is kind of why would you do that? Huh?
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm just being smart.
This next one's kind of a why would you do this anyway? In Alaska, it's legal to shoot a bear, but you'll be in trouble if you wake a bear to take a picture of it. Why are you going to wake a sleeping bear anyway?
To be lunch, his?
Yeah, exactly.
You would do that so you can win? You know, there's a prize for waking a sleeping bear, right? There's a
death.
A prize.
Death.
Yeah, it's called the Darwin Award. Yeah, the Darwin Award. In other words, your genes don't propagate and make more dumb people.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Okay, the next one. You know those long, pretty the dogs that have the long, pretty hair that we all wish we had. Apparently in Delaware, it's illegal to sell the hair. You know they have where now you can, like me, for instance, I could cut all my hair off and send it to this place.
For the cancer patients to have hair.
Right, and they would make wigs out of them.
Correct.
I don't know. Were people selling their dog hair for that? I mean, why? It makes no sense, but in Delaware, you're not allowed to cut your dog's hair and then sell it.
Okay.
Okay, are you annoyed
So
on the internet?
No,
everybody,
never.
everybody get annoyed on the internet. Well,
Never. Nothing ever said bothers me.
Are you annoying?
Only when I'm talking or typing.
Well, apparently in 2006, George W. Bush signed into law a prohibition on posting annoying online messages or sending annoying email messages without revealing your true identity. It's buried in the Violence Against Women and Department of Justice Reauthorization Act that foresees hefty fines and even jail time for anyone deemed annoying and anonymous on the internet.
Oh, so as long as you put your name, you can be as big a Karen as you want to, as long as you say it's you.
I guess so.
Hi, I'm penile cranium. I think you should all take a flying.
Yep.
And you can do that just fine as long as you say who you are. Okay.
Yep. Okay, so I don't know how many of y'all, because I don't really know anybody that skips over brushing their teeth, but Indiana has a law that says it's illegal to go to a public event or use public transportation if you have eaten onions or garlics within 4 hours.
Okay.
So what if you go out to eat? What if you go to have dinner? Get to a nice restaurant. You know you're going to have some drinks, so you ride the bus. You know, say you live in New York.
So you eat an onion so you don't get caught for DUI.
So what happens? You have to wait 4 hours before you can catch the bus to go home.
Well, yeah, it's just like, don't you remember when you were a young kid and you'd have a picnic lunch? Your mom wouldn't let you go swimming until after, you had
Yeah, but that was, for health reasons. That wasn't a law.
Okay, well, true. Yeah, Linda says, what about if you have pizza?
If it has onions on it or garlic, then you're screwed.
Well, then you put pineapple on it so you can't tell that you had the onions and
Does
garlic.
That cover the... I won't eat a pizza with pineapple. Sorry, pineapple does not go on pizza. Okay, let's go to California. All you girls that wear some big old high heels. In Carmel, California, is that the right way to say that? Carmel? I guess that's how it's... Okay.
Carmel.
Well, you can't walk through
up north by Monterey.
You can't walk through the street in heels that are over 2 inches high or with less than 1 square inch of heel surface. So it has to be like wide, without holding a permit. It has to do with liability. I guess if you fall down, then you can sue them or something. You have to have a permit. You have to have a permit.
To walk the street in high heels. Doesn't that make
if your heels are over 2 inches, you have to have a permit or you're breaking the law.
And if you're in scantily dressed, wouldn't that make you a professional?
That probably doesn't matter.
As long as you have a permit.
As long as you have a permit. Okay.
As long as you have a permit.
This one, I'm not sure what exactly it is. If somebody knows, let me know. Haggis.
Oh, haggis. Yeah, it's a food.
It looks like maybe it's a pudding. Is that what it is?
Well, that's one way to describe it. It's not exactly something I would want to eat.
Okay, well, apparently...
if memory serves right, it's English, or it might be Irish, but I'm pretty sure it's English. Haggis is like...
Scottish.
Okay, well, I was close.
Well, apparently it's been banned in the U.S. for more than 2 decades because of the ingredients. It has something to do with the lungs.
Yeah, Timmy says sheep parts with rice. Yeah, parts. Yeah, lungs, liver, innards.
wouldn't
Yuck,
eat it
no,
anyway.
Pat.
Okay,
No.
this one is for all you women who do not shave.
Uh-oh.
In New Mexico, it's forbidden for a woman to appear unshaven in public. It doesn't specify which parts have to be clean shaven, but an odd ban.
Well, your belly button, of course. Nobody wants a hairy belly button.
Okay, how about explosive golf balls?
Your balls are exploding?
Exploding golf balls. Apparently, in Massachusetts, as I call it, it's illegal to own an explosive golf ball.
Okay. You can have an explosive sphincter, but you can't have an explosive golf ball.
Apparently so. Okay, so all of you that have Netflix that live in Tennessee.
Oh, yeah, that's right next door to me.
It's illegal to share your Netflix password.
Oh, well, Chris hasn't shared it with me. I don't know if Chris, I don't know if he has Netflix or not. We'll have to ask next time we're in Zoom.
Yeah. So, let's see. Amy Winehouse.
Isn't she a singer? Amy
Yeah,
Winehouse?
but I don't know why she's on this. Apparently, she was banned from boarding a British Airway flight to America in 2014 because she confessed that she took drugs. So apparently, if you say that you take drugs, you're not allowed to fly.
Oh, well, see, I've never taken any drugs in my life, nor do I own any weapons. So I'm good.
This one is for the men. Louisiana men wanting to sport a goatee need to seek permission from the state. In fact, you need to pay a license fee for the privilege.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. I never much cared for the way goatees look. They always kind of, there's no way to, yeah.
Okay, how about in Colorado? You know,
Okay.
what do they have a lot of in Colorado?
Rocky Mountain oysters.
The white stuff.
Oh, Schnee.
In Aspen, Colorado, it is illegal to throw a snowball because snowballs are considered a form of missile. It is unlawful for any persons to throw any stone, snowball, or other missile upon or at any person or in any public way or place which is public in nature.
Yep. See, Linda had it. She said snow. I'll be darned. No.
Now this one, I totally agree with. Okay. In Collinsville, Illinois, saggy trousers have been banned since 2011. Law states pants must be secure at the waist to prevent the pants from falling more than 3 inches below the hips, causing exposure to the person or the person's undergarments. The fine is $100 plus community service for the first offense and $300 plus community service for the ones thereafter.
Keep your drawers up, in other words.
Yeah. Those are some pretty funny laws, though.
Some of those aren't bad. Keep your drawers up. Okay.
Oh, so what have you got?
A hole in the head? No, let's see. Do we want laws from around the world or do we want closer to home? I have Texas. Crap you can't do in Texas. I have stuff you can't do in the States. It's just driving. Craziest laws still on the books. How about that one? Did you know it's illegal to educate dogs in Hartford, Connecticut, or fall asleep under a hairdryer in Florida? In most states, you'll find a number of bizarre laws like these still on the books. All right, let's see. Motorists, take heed. If you find yourself driving at night through rural parts of Pennsylvania, state law requires that you stop every mile to send up a rocket signal. Yep, you got to shoot a flare every year, every mile. And if you see a skittish team of horses coming toward you, be sure to take your car apart piece by piece and hide it underneath the nearest bushes, unless, of course, you want to be in violation of state law. That's out there where Angry Beaver is. All right. Pennsylvania law is technically still on the books. In fact, Pennsylvania is not alone. If you look hard enough, each state has a let's see, Missouri, for example. You can't drive down the highway with your uncaged beer. Try that
Uncaged?
again with uncaged bear.
Oh, uncaged bear. I thought you said uncaged beer.
Well, at first I did, but I meant bear. But if you happen to pass into Farmington, Connecticut, you will have to share the road with bovine travelers. In this city, cows have the same rights on the road as you do. In Orlando, Florida, when parking your elephant at a meter, be sure to deposit the same amount of change as you would for a regular motor vehicle.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
People go and take their elephants and park them at meters.
Elephants, yeah. Well, if you tie your elephant up to the parking meter in Florida, you have to put the right amount of money in. There's no discount for an elephant. Now, if you do stop for a beer, not bear, but beer in North Dakota, don't expect to get any pretzels with your beverage. It's against the law in the state to serve beer and pretzels at the same time.
That's kind of like the law that you read one day about you have to drink your beer and then you have to leave. Remember? Was it Alaska?
You can't be drunk in Alaska. Yeah, yes. You can't be drunk in Alaska.
Yeah, you had to
in the bar. You can't be in a bar and be drunk. Here's blue laws.
Linda said, "How would you tie an elephant?" I agree. How would you tie an elephant?
Same as you would downtown, $20. Oh, wait a minute. We got the mariachis. Where is it? All right. Blue laws. Blue laws are the laws that prevent you from doing things on Sunday, right? Pennsylvania had a whole bunch of them when I lived there.
I didn't know they were called blue laws. Interesting.
Yeah, blue laws, because they're I don't know, I guess they make you blue on a Sunday. I'm not sure, but you can't do anything. Blue laws are those established specifically to prohibit a certain behavior on Sunday or God's day. Although in general, a few people strictly uphold the Sabbath anymore, many cities and towns across America still have legal reminders. For example, in Salem, West Virginia, it's against the law to eat candy less than an hour and a half before church. Okay. In Winona Lake, Wisconsin, it's illegal to eat ice cream at a counter on Sunday. And don't expect to order a slice of cherry pie a la mode in Kansas either. No restaurant is allowed to serve it unless they're willing to run afoul of local police. Marbles, dominoes, yo-yos are also banned on Sundays in a whole bunch of states. Puppy dogs. If you're a dog owner, be sure to take care not to violate any of the numerous laws concerning your four-legged pal. If you're planning a short stint in Hartford, Connecticut, you may want to keep your dog's obedience training under wraps, although it's against the law to educate dogs in that city. Okay.
Wow.
In some places, it's against the law to expose your dog to the hazards of smoking. In Illinois, for example, it's illegal to give lighted cigarettes to your pets. Plus, if they do enjoy a good Cuban from time to time, even if they do, sorry, If you happen to stay in Normal, Oklahoma, okay, be sure to restrain yourself from teasing dogs by making ugly faces. Yeah, it's inflammatory behavior and is against the law. Hey, they have laws for women. Not surprisingly, many of the antiquated statutes passed in the late 1800s and early 1900s were aimed at protecting the fairer sex from unwanted attentions or less than flattering reputations. For example, an old city ordinance in Cleveland, Ohio, prohibits women from wearing patent leather shoes in public. The reason? The shiny footwear could afford a nearby gentleman
Oh
an
my
unintentional peep
God!
show. Hey, what can I
What?
say? In many parts of the country, the price of beauty can be stiff. Women in Florida, for example, can be fined for falling asleep under a dryer in a hair salon.
Oh.
If you're single, a thrill seeker, head someplace else. The
Wow.
Sunshine State also prohibits unmarried women from parachuting on Sundays. Forget about trying to publicly adjust your stockings in either Denison, Texas or Bristol, Tennessee. Performing such a lewd act could land you a sentence of up to 12 months in the state penitentiary.
I've been to
Oh, my
Denison,
goodness.
Texas. That's where we used to go when I was a kid.
But you weren't pulling up your, nylons.
No, I was
If
a
you're
kid.
a woman,
No, I was
true,
a kid. Hey,
exactly.
Sean.
Hey, guys. If you're a woman living in Michigan, you might want to check with your husband before heading to the hairstylist. According to the state law, your hair belongs to your spouse and you'll need his permission before you can alter it. Oh, when visiting Charlotte and North Carolina, don't plan on packing light. According to city law, you must be swathed in at least 16 yards of fabric before stepping out in public. Even in fashion forward New York City, there are laws considering how a woman may dress. In the Big Apple, wearing clingy or body hanging clothing carries a $25 fine.
How are these people getting away with it then? I say it all the time.
Hey, in New York City, you can run around nude and no one's going to notice you.
No. The hell?
Our video is no longer, or at least I'm not seeing it on Tubes of You. Yep. Let
It's
me
on there.
restart it. Maybe that was okay.
It's just
maybe
you.
it was just me.
It's just
It's my
you.
crappy internet. Where's the expand button so I can see the chit chat? Expand. No, it went away altogether. Go back here, mommy.
Oh my gosh.
Live, expand. Yes. Hi,
Well,
Sean.
how about some things that are banned in other countries, but they're not banned here?
Okay.
Okay, so
Hit me
how
up.
about a baby walker? I know all you mommies out there know. I mean,
I've heard of dog walkers.
No.
Is this where somebody has 6 or 7 little rats hooked up on leashes and they go down the sidewalks?
No. Those little square things with a hole in the middle, and you set your baby in it, and they play with toys, and they jump up and down.
Run around the house, yeah.
Well, apparently, in Canada, they have to learn to walk the old-fashioned way. See, I didn't use that to teach my kid to walk. I used it to, when I couldn't hold them, I'm busy doing something, but they wanted to be up, type of thing. But apparently, they banned the walkers in 2004.
Okay, how come?
Ketchup in school cafeterias. In France, you cannot have tomato condiments in the school cafeteria. It's in order to preserve the French cuisine.
Okay.
Incandescent light bulbs. Okay, don't.
Those are supposedly outlawed, right?
Right. Okay, so Where is this at? In Cuba. Cuba was one of the first ones that banned the sale and import of the old bulbs in 2005. Argentina followed suit in 2010, and EU and other countries phased out in 2012. Now here's a good one for all you guys out there that used to have that weird haircut. Apparently,
weird haircut.
Well, normally you can wear any kind of hairstyle you want, but in the Islamic Republic of Iran in 2010, they banned several decadent Western men's hairstyles, including, ready? The mullet, spikes, and ponytails.
Hey,
and they're punishable by fine.
Ponytails are Native American.
Well, they're saying they're Western American.
Right.
Okay, how about plastic bags? Apparently, Bangladesh started in 2002. They were one of the first countries to ban plastic bags. Okay. Now, France, Tanzania, or however you say it, and Mexico City they're banned. San Francisco is the first city to ban plastic bags, and Los Angeles, 2007 and 2013. So the state of California will be the first state that will be banning plastic bags.
Oh, good.
Spanking, even though
it's monkey.
Well, children. Technically in the United States, you're not allowed to spank your child anymore, even though some people still do. I did,
Well, yeah, but you shouldn't spank them any less. You don't necessarily. Well,
there's proper spanking and there's beating, But apparently, in like Sweden, you're not allowed to use a belt or a paddle since 1979.
Oh, you have to use hickory switches.
I guess so. I don't know. Let's see. Chewing gum.
Okay.
Singapore.
Chewing gum while you're getting spanked is probably not a good idea.
Singapore outlawed the importation and sale of Bazooka Joe and the like in 1992. So it has to do with the oral health. So they want you to have sugar-free gum instead of like Bazooka.
Bazooka bubble gum.
Right. Weird baby names, which we kind of went over that last week with the weird baby names and stuff like that.
Right.
So, tobacco, let's see. It says 2006 Business Week survey named Bhutan not only the happiest country in Asia, but the 8th happiest country in the world. 4 years later, the Tobacco Control Act of Bhutan aimed to increase gross national happiness by banning the cultivation, harvesting, production, and sale of harmful tobacco products.
Okay, so now they just grow pot.
Well, it says that tobacco consumption's still legal. So I don't know if they're importing it. I don't know. That's I don't know how they're getting their tobacco if it's illegal to grow it and sell it and all that kind of stuff. Kind of weird.
Marlboro must have a foothold somewhere.
I don't know. It makes no sense. So what have you got?
A hole in the head. I still got ladies going on. Let's see. Not all old laws aimed at women are intended to preserve their future. Preserve their virtue. Jeez, oh, Pizzo Louiso. I need more to drink. Some were apparently designed to promote household hygiene and public safety. For example, Pittsburgh has a special cleaning ordinance on the books that bans housewives from hiding dirt under their rugs. That's where the old adage is, just sweep it under the rug. Aha. They actually used to do that, so they made a law. And let's see, in Memphis, Tennessee, women can't drive unless there is a man with a red flag in front of the car warning the other people on the road. Now, that sounds safe.
Well, wasn't that in a particular city where she couldn't drive down Main Street without her husband walking in front of the car?
Well, this one says Memphis, Tennessee.
Hmm.
You
Interesting.
can't drive unless the man's in front of the car waving a flag. Let's see, times are changing. One can easily conclude that some of these silly laws were simply designed to get a laugh or to alleviate the boredom of local legislatures. However, let's see, you can explain a Texas law when two railroad trains meet. Oh, God, this is a good one. When two railroad trains meet at a crossing, each shall stop and neither shall proceed until the other has passed.
How does that work?
This is one of those math problems. Okay, you have train A and train B, and they meet at a crossing.
Right.
So one's going this way and one's going that way. And they both stop until the other has passed. I think when the conductor has expired, then the train can go. I think that's what they mean by
it's like this. They sit there and they both go, go ahead. And the other one goes, no, go ahead. And they just sit there and they go, go ahead.
I've done that at lights. Go ahead. No, you go. No, you go. Go. And then both of you start to go at the same time. You say, fine, I'll go.
Exactly.
And then as you go, he's saying, fine, I'll go. It's like,
exactly.
Yes, it's true. It happens. It does. Let's see. Is there any more on here? No, that was the last. Well, I actually finished a whole page. Those two are off the page. Wowzer. I could pop a couple of these.
Wow, did we already? Seriously?
It's automatic. All right, guys. Part 6.
Next week, continuation.
Thank you, Mike. Don't forget, everybody, thank you for tuning in. Oh, my goodness gracious.
How did that happen?
I don't know.